Southwest is in hot water this morning. The airline is canceling most flights out of San Diego, at least for a few days. Thanks for joining us here at 6 a.m. I'm Evan Narani, in for Eric Connert.
And I'm Neda Irampour. Yeah, many people stuck here till the start of the new year. Travelers across the country being affected by this. The Department of Transportation now investigating. I mean, look at all of the airports. It's not just ours, of course, impacted by this nightmare. CBS 8's Chris Groh live at San Diego International Airport, where we see long lines and all that luggage yet again. Chris, what's the latest?
Yeah, people here inside of the Southwest terminal side, they're basically trying to figure out what's next. Take a look at the big board right now, arrivals and departures, and that red word there, canceled, taking up a vast majority of that. Now, on the arrival side, we're still seeing places like Baltimore, Dallas, Love, still scheduled to get in, Oakland included. As for flights that are leaving, Denver, Denver, Austin, as well as Vegas. But again, anything is possible at this point in time, as we have seen hundreds of flights leaving San Diego have been impacted and canceled.
So once again, our headquarters has blocked us from rebooking you on anything until January 2nd. All we can do right now is help you process a refund or a credit according to the fare that you got.
And so you hear the message there coming from the Southwest employees, informing those who had their flights canceled that booking a future flight wouldn't be available till January 2nd. So again, a lot of the flights that we're seeing right now, these are flights that were previously scheduled, but with everyone getting their flights canceled, looking towards the future, this is just causing chaos at the moment at a lot of terminals across the country. So this is where we stand right now. Southwest has canceled more than thousands of flights across the country. 2,900 was the latest number that we saw, but that could easily have gone up since then. That includes flights, of course, here out of San Diego. Hundreds of travelers have been stranded. Luggage is piling up in a makeshift graveyard over now from baggage claim to the food court. The airline is putting the blame right now on extreme winter weather that we saw last week, the impact that it's had on staffing. Remember, there are break requirements for airline staff, pilots, as well as those who work as stewardesses, stewards. They are often required to take a 9-hour break after they work 14 or more hours, and with so many people working long hours due to the holidays, but also the winter weather that we saw, there are mandated breaks, as well as a host of other technical difficulties impacting Southwest. We know the Department of Transportation is going to be taking a look into this, but a lot of people want a lot of answers sooner than later.
It's frustrating. I mean, it means that we won't be meeting up with family or skiing probably this year unless we decide to drive, which is a real option.
And so take a look at your screen right there. This is a part of the statement that Southwest put out in the aftermath of all this, saying, quote, "This safety first work is intentional, ongoing, and necessary to return to normal reliability, one that minimizes last-minute inconveniences. We have made the decision to continue operating a reduced schedule by flying roughly one-third of their schedule for the next several days." That's the amount of flights. So two-thirds. So think about that. That means that two-thirds of the upcoming flights here in the next several days have been canceled in order for Southwest to try to recoup, regroup there and try to get back to a normal schedule. But you can see the lines here behind us. A lot of these people in line to rebook or to simply try to figure out what's going on. We know the phone lines have been ringing off the hook, that Southwest putting out online that they have been trying to staff, of course, to let people know what it is that they can do, what recourse they have. We've been trying to help you as well too. Go to CBS8.com, click on that story link to find out what it is that you can do. Evan and Neda.